Experience everything Springdale has to offer. Visit explorespringdale.com or download the new Explore Springdale app. It's the best place to discover all there is to do and see in Springdale. We'll help you explore our many eateries and attractions and introduce you to our shopping, arts, parks, and trails. You'll also find links to our great hotels and meeting venues. Download the new Explore Springdale app or visit explorespringdale.com to begin your Springdale adventure.
On this week's show of This is Springdale, nurse at Elmdale explains personal responsibilities during the holidays, and Dustin Mapes shares a new project called Cancel COVID, all coming up on This is Springdale. Have you on this week's episode of This is Springdale. With Thanksgiving break right around the corner, the nurse at Elmdale Elementary shared tips on how to be responsible throughout the break. Let's take a look. With Thanksgiving break coming up, students will work remotely from home on Monday and Tuesday and will have the rest of the week off to enjoy their holiday break. But COVID-19 is still part of our lives. We encourage families and students to take on personal responsibility. This means practicing social distancing and avoiding big crowds. Laura Iracheta, nurse from Elmdale Elementary, explains how important it is to do so.
Everything that you've heard from the CDC guidelines, it includes washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, using hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol in it. Wearing face masks that cover your nose and your mouth, and it should fit snugly around your face. Also, one thing that we need to try to avoid is touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. So that's also very helpful to try to protect yourself and others.
In the state of Arkansas, COVID-19 cases are on the rise. It is important right now more than ever to take personal responsibility to slow down the spread of the virus. Plans for this Thanksgiving can look very different for some homes, but families can still enjoy their turkey at home with some minor adjustments.
Some possible modifications include possibly celebrating the holidays virtually, or with household members only. So those two are one of the ways. They're one of the most low-risk ways of infection spreading, because you're just with your own family members or on Skype or something, you're with your families virtually. Mm-hmm. So if you're attending a holiday celebration outside of your house, you could possibly consider bringing your own food and drinks, making sure that you're staying distant, keep wearing your mask, keep continuing following the guidelines that have been set. So if you happen to be hosting a holiday party, some of the modifications to consider, maybe limit the number of guests that are attending. I know cooking is a big part of the holidays, and right. So usually you'll have several members make dishes for you. Mm-hmm. But maybe we could consider just having the one person make the food, and to only limit the number of people in the kitchen. So that way there's a lower risk of anything spreading during that celebration.
Stay connected without spreading the virus. Have fun, enjoy the holidays, and stay safe by following CDC guidelines. And if you or your students are showing symptoms or have been exposed to a positive case, make sure to communicate with your child's school and follow safety procedures. Coming up next, Cancel COVID, a new project from Springdale School's Communication Department. Don't miss it.
inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McClarty-Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
At McClarty-Daniel, you're protected.
drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McClarty-Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Welcome back to This is Springdale. It has been almost a year since COVID first started, and wow, how it has changed the world and our community. Dustin Mapes, a media communications specialist with the Springdale Public Schools Communication Department, worked on a public service announcement project called Cancel COVID. This PSA highlights the effects of COVID and the importance of personal responsibility in order for all of us to cancel COVID. Let's take a look on how this project started.
The Arkansas Department of Health hosted a video contest for students who are attending college. The contest objective was to get students to make a 1-minute PSA titled Cancel COVID. Dustin Mapes, a student at Northwest Arkansas Community College and media communications specialist in the Springdale School District, took part in this project because he wanted to share what he personally believes in.
I really believed in the message. It's something that's really important to me personally because many of my family members have come down with COVID, and I also have a son that has a breathing respiratory issue. Mm-hmm. So to me, it's really important to get that message across, to remind people the importance of wearing a mask, because when you wear a mask, you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for other people. And I think that's a message that gets lost a lot, you know.
With hours of planning and days of shooting, Dustin and his team had the idea of making the focus of this project about uniting one another and working together to cancel COVID.
We all live in this community together, and that was part of what was really important to us while we were planning it, to incorporate symbols and themes of unity and where we are and how we work together to live in this society that we live in. And it's really important that no matter what your language is, if you're here, we all have to work together.
The Arkansas Department of Health will announce the winner of the contest on December 6th. The prize can have a positive impact in our school district.
In our case, what we wrote down is for the funding for this, if we do win, part of it will go to, hopefully, some equipment for the Springdale School Media kids. And then the rest of it will go to a scholarship. So maybe even somebody watching right now might be able to get a little extra money to go to school.
A great message for everyone to be reminded of the importance of working together as one. Now, let's see the premiere of Cancel COVID.
Last year, my classmates were at school. But now, almost everyone is at home. COVID-19 has taken so much from us. Our lifestyles, our jobs, our visions for the future. If we want our lives back, we have no choice but to work together. Thank you for wearing your mask, respecting social distance, avoiding crowds, and getting tested. When everyone does their part, together we can cancel COVID.
Students and families, that's all for this week's show. Make sure to like our social media platforms to get the latest updates while on holiday break. And remember, take action and let's cancel COVID. Thank you and see you again next week on This is Springdale.